I recently read an article about how the invention of the calculator brought down intelligent quotients in many children. So, how do you think AI will affect the intelligence quotient?
It's a superb question. When I started school, the calculator didn't exist. I grew up having to do everything old fashioned paper pencil way. And then in my first year when I was in engineering is when we began to get access to cheap calculators. And so we quickly switched to calculators. There was a big debate in college, in IIT, whether they should allow calculators in the classroom and in exams. And they fortunately decided it's a good thing because it takes away tedium. When you look at the body of evidence over the last 40 years or 50 years since the calculator was introduced, I don't think it has made us dumber. I don't think it has impaired our cognitive abilities to any great extent. So I don't agree with the statement that our IQ was diminished. I think it has made our facility with basic numbers a little bit less sharp. My father could multiply, 5-digit numbers in his head. I could do 2-digit numbers in my head, and maybe your generation struggles even with that. But that doesn't correlate necessarily with IQ. Then you look at what the introduction of computers did, and computers, not just desktop, laptop computers, but also your phone. The phone has been devastating to human cognitive abilities in a way that the calculator wasn't. The calculator just released the tedium of long form arithmetic and so forth. But the phone and the internet has been distinctly damaging to human cognition. Just 2 days ago, I saw a beautiful study that the US has spent $30 billion on computerizing education, schools, content, all that stuff. And the net result is a severe diminution of the thinking ability of young American children. With the computer and the internet and the phone and social media, it has fragmented our attention. We're now attention deficit. We are routinely multitasking. We cannot focus attention. We cannot think deeply enough about a topic. And this is actually impairing our ability to function. Then the question is, where is AI going to take us? And this is quite worrying because already there is evidence that people who use AI are losing the ability to think. In the sense, you would have had to think about the questions you're going to ask me. But another person might simply say, hey, I've got to interview this old guy coming to my school tomorrow. Here's a link to his resume. What are 5 questions I should ask him? And then without putting any critical thought into it, they come up here on stage. There's a real risk that we will outsource our thinking to AI. And in that process, I think we will dumb ourselves down and we may end up with a generation that is cognitively even more crippled than we are. That's the risk, that's not the inevitability. I think if you are thoughtful, you will continue to use AI as your friend, your partner, and work in tandem with AI rather than outsourcing thinking to that, in which case it's a very good thing.